Lennox brings the drums
Run
in.
it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah.
The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Tom. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The right hook can't miss. Good right jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Can't score with that jab. A perfect counter lands. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Misses with the straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Didn't land that jab. Caution being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Just taking a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that hook. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You're getting in there with a fighter with a longer reach. Now you've got to depend on your footwork. Pressure fighting. Slip inside the shot, slip outside the shot. But when you do it, you don't just slip. You've got to capitalize on it. Throw some shots after that to make them scared of letting a shot go.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Throws the jab but does not score. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Pretty close fight here in this one.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Misses with the straight left. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Right hook won't score. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. That counter punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Nice counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Swing and a miss with the hook. That hook was off target. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see the fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throws the jab but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're senses of comeback.
Catch and shoot. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Straight right, just missed. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he goes down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And exit last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be a little fake and a pickpocket.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well done with that counter shot. And this with that jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than...
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. He missed with the jab. Misses with the straight left. Swing and a miss with the hook. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get... And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get second in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again. And you're going to come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be... Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Jab doesn't score. Holding nothing back here in the round. He threw a punch and just got countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponent's... The unified heavyweight champion is down! And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
There's the bell to start round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out as fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. People can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
These two were made for each other. They both want the knockout. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That uppercut. We wanted action, and they are delivering. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Left uppercut doesn't score. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They blocked the left there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget that. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Thrown, but it doesn't connect. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Big swing and a miss with the hook. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about fury in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
And here comes the 10th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Right jab just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Just misses with that jab, and they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This is with the straight left. And out of the way, that right hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
And there's the bell for round 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The big cat goes down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. We need to turn this around halfway through.
If that would ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
If you're really a powerful puncher, you know you've got to use brain, use smarts over it, because that powerful puncher knows that he can depend on that power alone and neglect the technical side. You've got to be smart, frustrate them, use their own power against themselves.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. punch caught him clean. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 12. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he misses with that jab. Couldn't land that jab. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The courage on display here is incredible. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A lot of effort being exerted here. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. And every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.